Joyous Rising family, this is Dr. Kia Pruitt. It is Thursday, July the 28th, 2022, and the time is 9:45 a.m. So we have some wonderful news this morning, and that is that the whole world seems to be turning gold or going to the gold standard. Now, the news that I had this morning is that it involves Saudi Arabia, India, and Nigeria. So bear with me for a minute. Let me share this with you. Saudi Arabia is considering establishing gold refineries. Now, we know that anytime they tell us what they're thinking about or they're considering, it means they've already done it. They usually don't tell us things until it's already happened and it's well on its way. So that's what Saudi Arabia is doing or considering. And this is not new to us because Saudi Arabia has announced that they are joining with BRICS to leave the United States dollar and to return to the gold standard. So, of course, they're going to build gold refineries because that's the way they're going to mine gold. And we also know that Saudi Arabia has increased their gold holdings. There was a document released that talked about all of the Arab nations that have increased their gold holdings, and Saudi Arabia was the number one country in the Middle East that had amassed gold. So they are the richest country in Arab right now, and Iraq, which used to be number six, has now moved to fourth place. So that's Saudi Arabia. India is launching their first international gold exchange on Friday or on tomorrow. This is also not new news because India is a part of the BRICS nation, and we know that Indians love gold. As a matter of fact, Indians give gold to young women when they are getting married. This is how much they love gold, so that women can have some wealth stored up for themselves. So that's Saudi Arabia and that's India. A newly licensed Nigerian commodities exchange is now trading in gold in Nigeria, Africa. We know that Africa is rich in resources, rich in gold, rich in silver, rich in all type of natural resources, as well as arable land. So those are three nations that have publicly announced that they are moving towards the gold standard. Family, this is really happening. So let's get excited about it. And this is coming after Zimbabwe released an article stating that they have already minted gold coins, and not only have they minted the coins, but they have also circulated the coins or put the coins in circulation for the general public, but also for investors. And the reason why Zimbabwe did this, they said, is because they wanted to increase the confidence of the people in sound money, which is gold, and to increase the confidence of the people in their own local currency. They also said they have launched this gold coin into circulation because they want to move people away from the United States dollar. And they said that a lot of people were looking for the United States dollar actually on the black market, and they wanted to steer people away from doing that. As you can see, the whole world is moving away from the West. And it started with the BRICS nations saying that they were rejecting the United States dollar and that they were going to a basket of currencies that would be backed by gold. Now, initially, they didn't announce that these basket of currencies would be backed by anything, but we assumed it. Now they're coming forward and saying that this would be backed by gold. So things are happening, family. I just want to encourage you to get on in on a deal. You all heard that the CEO of Miles Franklin Limited, which is a gold precious metals company online, the CEO, Andy Schectman, announced that there was a whale, and whale is a billionaire, a woman who had purchased $50 million worth of precious metals. Some of that she only wanted in silver eagles, and she wanted to be American silver eagles. So some of that is just in silver, but the rest was in gold and also in constitutional silver. So if we see the whales getting into this, to precious metals, and we see countries repatriating their gold back to themselves, and we see banks storing up gold, then family, you can believe that it has already happened, that we've already gone to the gold standard. Because again, Project Sandman was a project or an agreement between over 100 countries that they would all leave the United States dollars and return to the gold standard. We've been saying for years that this was a secret agreement that 209 countries had gotten together and said, yes, we are going to return to the gold standard. So what we actually have been seeing was a like kind of like a demolition of sorts of the deep state or of the United States Incorporated and of the Federal Reserve banking system. And that's why we saw insider traders being arrested. I reported on that yesterday. 9 insider traders were arrested. Nine people were arrested for inside trading. That included somebody that was an FBI agent. It included a former congressman, and I can't think, and a private investor. So they didn't list the other 6. So it's also why we noticed that JP Morgan had admitted to spoofing the markets or suppressing precious metals prices. So when I come online and I say we're moving to the gold standard, most people agree because they can see it and they know how to discern things. Other people will say it's not true. You don't know what you're talking about because the prices of precious metals are down. Well, that's called spoofing, when insiders suppress the market so that it looks like there's no value to gold and silver. But JP Morgan admitted to spoofing, admitted to suppressing precious metals. And they had to pay a $920 million fine. Now, that's not a lot of money, right? Not for billionaires, not for a billionaire entity, but the admission shows you that it's happening. And the admission also shows you that behind the scenes, they are being taken down. So what you can do is get in on this and invest in precious metals so that you can have a safety net for your family, and also so that you can make sure that the savings that you do have and your retirement is safe if you roll it over into precious metals, because precious metals maintain their value and they will increase in value. So I've been looking at and studying economists who have been saying for the last few years that gold will revalue to $10,000 an ounce, between $10,000 and $100,000 an ounce. And they have come up with a way that they can calculate how that will happen. Silver, I believe it was the Bank of America had said last 2 years ago that silver will revalue to at least $600 an ounce. People didn't pay attention to that article, but banks are coming out and admitting it. You just have to know where to look. So family, look for these things and expect it to happen, because when you have an expectancy and you have high vibrations, means that you're positive and you're looking for good news, then you will find it. And finally, number 45 announced the other day that he is suing CNN News because they continue to defame his character and lie on him. So that's major. That's such a big announcement, because now we see that the mainstream media will be taken down, because Donald Trump does not play. He is an alpha, and he does not play about his name, his business, or his reputation. So you can say what you want to say about the man, but he's an alpha, and he is going after the mainstream media. And they're probably one of the last ones that have to come down before we see a complete restoration of our republic. So that's it for this morning. I'm out shopping for my family, and it is hot here in Florida. I love you. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Make this a great day. Peace.